I want to zoom out for just a moment and I want to look at a more longer term perspective. And I don't mean super long term. What I'm talking about is actually the next 4 to 6 weeks. And I'll explain why in this video, because these next 4 to 6 weeks could be very beneficial for ADA versus the overall crypto market. We're going to talk about that in this video because we are seeing some signs that we have not seen in a very long period of time. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So right now it's about 7:04 a.m. Central Standard Time. US money's waking up. We're just kind of chopping to begin the day. That is okay. And I don't so much care about where ADA is headed today on the daily. We know that there's some things we have to wait for this week and next week, and maybe that'll set some short-term direction, but we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. But what I really want to look at is the overall crypto market. First of all, when we're looking at something like BTC dominance, this is a trend that if we look at the weekly, it's just basically been straight up and to the right for a very long period of time. This would have been the chart to trade. BTC has been a big winner versus the overall crypto market in this cycle alone. But we have reached this point where BTC dominance is very toppy. All right. First of all, going back to the daily chart, you guys can see how toppy it is right up in here. It's looking like it wants to break down. And actually what's interesting here is the weekly chart and the stochastic RSI are indicating the exact same thing. In fact, the last time we saw this start to flip up in this overbought range in terms of the stochastic RSI, I'm talking about stochastic RSI a lot. There's a lot of big correlation between the crypto market and this indicator. And what I found interesting about this is the last time we were up in about this 61.5% range, we dropped all the way down to 54%. All right. That might be the kind of drop we're getting ready for in the overall crypto market. And I'll get to why this is important for ADA in just a moment. But BTC dominance chart isn't the only thing reflecting this. If we look at the total 3 chart, you guys can see a very similar trend here. Again, looking like it wants to take its next leg down. It's in the overbought range. We're kind of waiting for that flip there. This one might take another week or two or so. BTC total 3, similar trend, actually about to create a flip currently, might be indicating again the next leg down for that, meaning that total 3 is running faster than BTC. Great sign there. But specifically when we're looking at ADA, right? We have been in a very comfortable spot in terms of ADA BTC. We're sitting at about 750 sats. We've kind of been chopping between basically 700 sats and 800 sats, and we're fighting against this long-term trend line. This is what we're trying to break back up above. Now, what's very interesting about this is if we look at the weekly in terms of ADA BTC, we are in a spot where we are very heavily oversold, and we are in fact creating a bullish flip. Now, this has only happened maybe 4 times during this bull market cycle alone. And what's interesting is that every single time it's done this, ADA's run somewhere between 20 to 100% versus BTC. All right. And the time frame for this is typically 4 to 6 weeks. Now, obviously 4 weeks, that would put us in the latter part of May. 6 weeks would put us in kind of mid-June, which is actually, frankly, the perfect time frame, especially if we're looking at the 2017 cycle from an overall structure. Because what we saw was a run kind of into June, and we saw a cool down for probably about 4 weeks, and then the market just started ripping once again, right? So what we're starting to see now is everything aligning perfectly for this massive shift in the crypto market between the total market cap of crypto, total 3, between ADA, BTC dominance. It's all kind of aligning for this massive altcoin breakout, what we like to know as up only season, right? Now, obviously this isn't a guarantee or financial advice or anything like that. We just need to continue to see everything aligning the right way. We need to see institutional buying stay good. We need to not have black swan events. We need to have sentiment continue to shift to the positive side. And this is what's going to create adoption, which will in fact create this next leg. Now, obviously, if BTC goes on a run, let's say 20% or so runs to let's say 120K, and ADA runs 100% versus BTC. I mean, we're talking about, oh gosh, what would that be? We'll just say about $2 ADA. I think it's slightly less than that, but I mean, that's the potential next move for ADA in the coming weeks, right? And all these price points are starting to kind of align perfectly. We talked about, $2 to $3 ADA at sometime in May. And I'd love to obviously see it be higher, and that potential truly is there. We could potentially get up to those ranges and kind of hang around the overbought range on the stochastic RSI, but everything's starting to show a big flip in the crypto market. And it's kind of funny because some people are still saying, oh, the bears are in control. Oh, they're still moving the charts. No. Maybe on the short term, you'll see some chop and the bears will try to take control one day on low volume days. But the overall shift in the crypto market has already started. Okay. The bottom is in. That's my take on this. And this isn't financial advice or guarantee or anything like that. But my take is that the bottom is in. The bullish flip has started. The bulls are starting to take control. And there's going to be a crap ton of people that just frankly get left behind. The more good news we get, the more trade deals we get, the better the macro data, the more explosive this next leg is going to be for crypto. And the biggest thing I have to say is, we've been very patient for a very long period of time. I've been talking about ADA since, just to try to identify this, I think since all the way back here, almost day one on the channel. We've seen the dips, we've seen the rips, the dips, the rips, the dips, right? And now we're waiting for just this next overall rip. And this is the one where we can start getting very excited about, the one that will help create generational wealth, the one that will set a lot of people up for the future, but the one that will open up doors for opportunities here in crypto and outside of it. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. Are you seeing the same thing take place? But have a great day. Show your love. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.